Morning, grade 6. I hope everybody's feeling good and you're ready for today's lesson. So let's get started. So, can everybody open their textbooks on page 87? Today we'll be doing speaking, right? So it says, discuss the topic. No matter where you travel, you will always learn something new. Right, so today we will be focusing on writing a speech. And number one says, spend a few minutes brainstorming your ideas about the topic. And then number two says, discuss the topic with other learners. Take turns to speak. Follow these guidelines in your discussion. So A says, stay on topic and don't talk about other subjects. B says, ask other learners questions about the topic. C says, ask other learners for their opinions. And D, listen to other learners when they speak and respond to what they say. Okay, so obviously we're not in the classroom, so you won't be able to ask any of your friends. So you can ask anybody in your household questions about the topic. You can do research on Google, on YouTube. So ask anybody in your household about these following guidelines if you need to. Okay, so like I said, our topic for your speech that you will be writing is called No Matter Where You Travel, You Will Always Learn Something, right? Which tells us we need to write a speech about traveling, firstly, and secondly, that you will always learn something new. So, for example, if you go to another country, you will always learn something new about food, about the people that live there, about the culture, about anything, the fashion. So there are endless things that you will always learn when you're in another country or another place that you are traveling to. So that's all the things that you need to discuss about in your speech, right? So, like it said, then we need to brainstorm ideas. So, what I'd like you to do is whatever ideas you have or that you've researched about the topic, I would like you to put it in a mind map. So, in the center of your mind map, you'll have your topic, which is no matter where you travel, you will always learn something new. And then in your bubbles, you write who, when, where, what, or why. So you answer those questions in those bubbles. So who's traveling? So it could be you by yourself, or it could be you and a friend, or you and your family that's traveling. When are you traveling? You could maybe be talking about traveling to Paris in the summer or traveling to Morocco in winter. Why are you traveling? So you could say that you are traveling to go sightseeing, or you're traveling to go see a certain event. So you can decide what you want to write about. And then you always need to have an introduction to your speech. So in your introduction, you need to introduce the topic and what you will be speaking about. And then lastly, your conclusion is when you're ending off your speech. So you can maybe end it off with a joke or some facts about the place you're traveling to. You can really be creative with it and research in your speech, and then you add it into your mind map. Okay, so when we start writing, like I said, you first do your mind map, and then we always do a rough draft after. So what I'd like you to do is, once you've written your rough draft, ask someone to read and edit your rough draft. So anybody in your household, be it mommy, daddy, sister, brother, whoever's in your house, ask them to read your rough draft. And remember, they need to check for correct grammar, if there's spelling mistakes, or they also need to check your punctuation. So is there full stops? Are there commas? Are there quotation marks where if it's direct speech? Right? Ask someone to check it, edit it with a pencil, And then once it's edited, you then write your final draft of your speech. I would like you to write 80 to 100 words. So that must have your introduction, your body, which is your speech, and then your conclusion. And then I would like you to make a video of yourself presenting the speech. And that can be 30 seconds to a minute, right? Doesn't have to be long. It can be short and sweet. But all I want to look at is how you're presenting your speech. Because remember, when you are doing a speech, you need to be pronouncing your words properly. You need to be confident. You need to speak loud and clear, right? And you also need to keep your audience engaged, and they need to be excited to hear you speak about your speech or the topic you're speaking about. So when you're making a video, remember those points. And I'm sure many of you already know how to do it. So I have full confidence in you that you would present your speech in a wonderful way. Okay, so for homework, you write your heading, date, page number, and draw a line. Like I just explained, you write your speech about the topic given, and you follow all the points I just discussed, your mind map, rough draft, edited, and final draft. And then you make your video, and this must be completed in your English workbook. So first your mind map, then your rough draft, then your final draft. That must be in your English workbook. Right. So I'm excited to see, to read your speeches and to see your videos. The video is only due for Friday. So you have about 3 days in total to complete it. So don't stress. You have enough time. But enjoy it, be creative, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.